Now here's an opinion that's very likely going to be of the unpopular variety. I'm just a little tired of seeing this opinion, so let's talk about Super Mario Galaxy 1+2 for the Nintendo Switch. $70 for this is outrageous, right? Well, let's break it down. Now look, we're gonna get into a little bit of a subjective territory, but just bear with me. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, two of the greatest Mario 3D platformers of all time. Both games launched on the Nintendo Wii for $50. And so when Nintendo remasters both of them and puts them in one package together, you would expect them to be, I don't know, by that math, at the very least $90, right? They're not. In fact, you can actually buy both of these games individually on the Nintendo eStore for $39.99. Or you could buy this package with both games on a physical game cart. They're both installed on this game cart for $70. That makes them $35 a piece. And again, in my subjective opinion, these games are very much worth $35. But let's break it down just a little bit further. This version of Mario Galaxy 1 is not the same version that came in 3D All-Stars a few years ago. Both of these have actually been touched up. In fact, if you play them on a Nintendo Switch 2, they're both gonna run at a substantially higher frame rate and in 4K. Not to mention, they have amiibo support, they have an assist mode. These have been updated. But let me guess, they're still not worth 35 bucks a piece to you then, right? Do you consider video games, especially of this caliber, artwork? Because I do. And in that case, why are video games like the only form of artwork where the expectation is the older they are, the cheaper they should be? If these games launched at $50 like 20 years ago, why would they still not be worth $50 today? They're not like any worse games. In fact, they've made them better over time. I want to go buy Star Wars on Blu-ray, which is a visually upgraded version than the VHS copy that we used to buy back in the 80s, right? But the movie's been out for like 40 some odd years, so we should only pay like $5 or $10 for it on Blu-ray, right? Wrong. That's not how it works. Just because the art form is older doesn't make it less valuable. Now, let's say you fall on the other side of that fence and you consider all of this just media. Well, then what I would suggest to you is to vote with your wallet. These games probably weren't re-released for you. The reason a lot of people are so upset that this game is $70, it's because so many people are out there making videos about how $70 is an outrageous price. And the only reason those videos do well is because, well, unfortunately, negative media sells. What was it they used to say back in the newspaper days? If it bleeds, it reads.